Hey guys, it's Shamsa and welcome back to my channel. Now the recipe that I'm going to share with you all today is my basic, simple and easy roast chicken dinner recipe. This is really delicious and it's a perfect meal to put on the table for a family gathering. Let me run through what you need and then we'll start cooking. So the ingredients you're going to need are a whole chicken on the bone with the skin on. Now I've just picked this up from the local supermarket and it was a large chicken weighing 1.8 kg approximately. Now it comes up with the legs tied up like that with string. Now if you were to get it from your local butcher, then just grab some string and just tie the legs up. It just looks nice for presentation purposes. I'm using some King Edward potatoes here. I've got just over a kg. I've left the skin on and just chopped them in half, and I've just had them sitting in some water just to stop them from colouring. I've got 400 grams roughly of Chantenay carrots. These are the small sort of like miniature carrots. You can use normal ones if you wish to, that's entirely up to you. I've peeled them and just have them sitting in some water as well. And I have a teaspoon of the following spices. I've got salt, I've got ground black pepper, I've got paprika, garlic granules, and I've got half a teaspoon of smoked paprika as well. We need oil and we need extra salt and pepper to season our veg. So let's start cooking. Right, now before we start cooking, we're going to prepare our veg. Now I'm going to do it a cheat way. I normally do this when I have limited time and it's honestly really quick and easy and simple to do. So what you need to do is get yourself a bowl which is big, and we're going to transfer the potatoes straight in with the water like that. And they've actually been soaking in warm water. And then I'm going to add the carrots straight in as well, and just make sure everything is sort of like underneath the water there. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop these into our microwave for 10 minutes on high power. Now my microwave is quite a powerful microwave, so 10 minutes for my potatoes and carrots is perfectly fine. Yours might take slightly longer depending on how powerful your microwave is. So pop these in for 10 minutes, and what that'll do is that will give the vegetables a head start, and they'll be sort of like less than half cooked, and the rest of the cooking will obviously take place in the oven. So I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes time once this is done. Right, once you've drained your potatoes and your carrots, before you actually season this, I'm going to preheat my oven. So once the chicken's done, everything's ready to go in. Now we're going to preheat it to 385 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius, and gas mark 6 if you're using a gas oven. So mine is a fan assisted oven, and I'm going to preheat mine to 200 degrees Celsius. Right, so that's ready now. And to the potatoes and the carrots, I'm going to add a good amount of oil. I'm just using olive oil here. You can use whichever oil you wish, because this is what's going to make it crispy. And then just give that a shake around in there so everything's really nicely coated. And then just add black pepper and salt, and I like to season it really nicely and well. Same with the salt as well. And then again, just toss everything in there so all of that veg is nicely coated. And that's all you need to do, and just set that aside, and we're going to move on to the chicken now. Now to season the chicken, what we're going to do first of all is we're going to add all our dry spices into a bowl. So in with the salt, the ground black pepper, the paprika, the garlic granules, and the smoked paprika. And we're going to mix that all together. So that creates our dry rub. Just like that, and then just move that out the way. And then on our chicken, we're going to add approximately 2 tablespoons of oil, like that. And we're going to work with our fingers now, and we're going to massage that in all over the skin of the chicken. Flip it over, make sure you just grab it from the bottom where it's spilt in the tray, and just you want to just cover that with the oil, because that's going to help that dry rub stick. And then we're going to take small amounts of this and just sprinkle it on top of our chicken like that. We're going to reserve half of it for later and add half now. And we're just going to massage that really well into the skin. Just make sure you get all of the areas in between which are there overlapping. And just make sure that's really nicely coated. And then flip it over and sprinkle the back of it again, just like that. Again, make sure you rub that really nicely into the skin. That's really nicely massaged. I'm going to flip it back over again like that. I have a teeny amount left, and I'm just going to top the breast side with this like that. Just use that up and then just pat it. And I'm just going to wash my hands, guys, and I'm going to come back and show you what we need to do. Right, once your vegetables are seasoned and your chicken is as well, we're going to take our roasting tray. Now I'm using one with a rack, and I'm just going to remove that and pop that to the side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to transfer our veg into that. Just make sure you get all of that oil sort of like from the bowl out like that. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn all the potatoes cut side down, which will give me an even sort of like area to work with. So I'll just turn them all around like that, have them facing down, and just move the carrots around so you've got a flat base that you're working with, like that. And then we're going to take our rack and just pop it on just like that, and take our chicken breast side up and just pop that on top like that. And that is going to go into the oven on the middle shelf for about 1.5 hours, and I'll show you how it looks once it's done. Right, it's been 1 hour and 30 minutes now, and the chicken is ready, so I'm just going to turn my oven off. And we're going to take this out. Ooh, that looks beautiful. Oh God, just look at that, guys. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that, crispy and beautiful. And I'm going to take the rack with the chicken out and just pop this on to a board here and just let that sit. Right, what I'm going to do is I am actually going to take out whatever juices we've got in this tray and just set that aside. So I have my bowl here, and I'm going to try and do this. This has just come out the oven, so it's really, really hot. So that's done. And if you wanted to, at this stage, you could just pop the potatoes back into the oven just to crisp up on full power. So just turn your oven on high heat and just pop these back inside again, which I am going to do now as well, because I want them slightly crisped up, and I will show you how they look once they're done. I'm just going to turn them back onto the flat side where I've sliced them, just so they crisp up really, really nicely. You could just serve them up like that, they'll be perfectly fine. They're fully cooked, but I want them slightly crispier, so I'm just going to pop them back in. So I just turn my oven back on again and just put it up to full whack and pop them in for 10 minutes. Right guys, my roast chicken is ready and all plated up in my wonderful platter. I'm just going to pop this down now. I'm not going to be tucking into this today because I am taking this direct to the dinner table and I don't want to be having to sort of like have little bits of it when I serve it up to family. So today is going to be a day where I don't try this at all. But I can assure you I've made this, you know, many times and it turns out perfect every single time. Do try the recipe out guys. Honestly, who doesn't love a roast chicken dinner? Everyone in my family loves it and I'm sure you're going to love it too. Like, share, comment and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done already. Hit that bell notification to never ever miss a video. And if you found the video helpful, give it a big thumbs up. I'll appreciate that. I'm going to catch you with another one very soon. Till then, take care and happy eating.